So today I will be sharing how I make my vision board. I know it's kind of late in the year, but I just didn't have the motivation, the focus that I needed in the first half of the year. So it's never too late to make a vision board. You can set goals, you can set intentions for yourself, you can create a new life for yourself any time of the year. It doesn't happen, has to happen when a new year starts, a calendar new year. It can start tomorrow, the next day, right now. So this is a testament that you can do a vision board whenever. You can go back and change it. You can add stuff to it. It's your board, so there's no rules with it. And today I will be showing how I put mine together and how I remove the background and how I use Canva to make mine. Things don't go as planned, and that's perfectly fine. I had not the best first half of 2023 with focusing and staying on task, but I still managed to make this vision board and set my intentions and plan to have an awesome second half of this year. And you don't have to wait till a new year, a new month, a new day. You can start today. If you have the motivation, you can build anything that you want. So here photo is my previous vision board for 2022 and those goals that I had envisioned for myself. So now I am starting to gather my photos. So I use Google for most of the images, and I also end up using Pinterest and Pixabay, which is royalty-free images, where I use a lot of those too for like journal entries and articles that I write, and also for clip art for different things that I use since it's royalty free. And then there's actually an option to log in and actually compensate the original photographer for those pictures. So that's what I'll be doing here. So I pretty much look for photos that encompass my ideal for the year. So I usually think about career, financial, physical and mental health, aesthetics, like how I want to look, what kind of style, or what kind of energy I want to bring to my personal style. I think about my relationships, and I think about any business ventures or any things I want to get into, and then also any travel dreams, anything of that nature. And yeah, so that's basically it. Oh, and then like career things as well, and motivational things, because the thing is, it's supposed to be a board that encompasses your vision for yourself, but it's also nice to see things in there that will kind of reaffirm you when you look at it. So when I look for photos, I don't necessarily, for me, it doesn't necessarily have to be spelled out. If I want a certain amount of money, it doesn't have to say save X amount of dollars. It can just be like a representation of that thing. So for the year, I always like to put the year right in the middle, so kind of know when it happened. And you can go as far as putting the month you made it. That may be a good reminder that, hey, this is what I was thinking in June. So if you want to go back and retweak it, you know what month, and you can kind of keep track of it that way too. So I always like to put the year, and then I think about like what I want to do, like what ventures I want to get into. So do I want to start a business? Do I want to get into a certain type of business? Do I want to have a certain type of impact on people? Anything in that realm that would be kind of outside of like maybe a traditional 9 to 5. And so I find pictures that identify that. So if I want to start a nail business and I want to do nail art and do nails for people and be a nail tech, you know, it may not necessarily spell out nail tech. It'd probably be like a set of press-ons or fingernail polish. And so I know I made it. So when I see that, I know what that means. And it still evokes the same reminder as if it was like written out plainly, like on a piece of paper or even on the board. So, and then for career-wise, I find like pictures that kind of equal up to like how I want to either progress in my current career, if I want to shift from my current career, and things that will remind me to keep that in mind as I work on my next steps. And then for relationships, I just look for things that will be reminders of the important relationships in my life. So romantic relationship, familial relationships, friendships, and then, you know, possibly connections with professional circle. You know, all that stuff can be placed on a board in unique ways. It could be, you can type in, like if it's a business relationship, it could be like two people shaking hands, and or two people in a meeting, or some of it can be blatantly written out. Like I put sister on mine because, you know, I do want to be a better sister to my siblings, and so that's something I put on there. And yeah, so, and then for I hate when I say for my aesthetics, for my health, you know, you can look for things that's aligned with those things. So like diet, pictures of maybe like a plant-based spread, or maybe just the word vegan or vegetarian written, or something that encompass that. For physical and mental, maybe a brain or something that when you look at it, you're like, okay, that's my mental health. I remember what I wanted to work on with my mental health. And even like pictures of different women that have like certain curvature, or have like, they may be the level of fit that I want to work on. And even like having pictures of people to signify the importance of physical health as well. And then another part I do look for is like financial. So, you know, I do aspire to be wealthy and to have passive income, to build these multiple companies and sources of income, and pretty much live a life where finances isn't the end all be all, because everything is streamlined. So I do find like pictures with money, or that blatantly have like a amount, like it would be on like the online banking app. And even my last one, I put like thousandaire, you know, because, you know, the key thing about setting goals is baby steps and being realistic. So I know realistically for me, I know there's steps to becoming wealthy, and having a network of 6 figures is my next big goal. And so things like that, you could put thousandaire, or even if you want to put billionaire, trillionaire, millionaire, you know, it's your board. And the thing is that you are putting things on it that affirm where you want to go, where you want to work on, and nothing negative. This is always a tool to empower you to say, hey, I can do this, and go for it. So here you see, like, I have aspirations of potentially owning a duplex. So I'm looking for a cool duplex to add on to my board. And yeah, so we can just roll through it, and then you'll see how I find more pictures that meet my goal. And even now, looking back at it, there's more that I would like to go back and add to it.